My name's Alan Gingrich. I'm the director of the Hunting Ops Department at UKC, and on behalf of United Kennel Club, thank you all for being here and supporting UKC in the Winter Classic. Certainly appreciate you all being down here. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask anybody that has served in the United States military, please raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've served in the military. Thank you all, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. This time, if we could ask everybody, please remove your caps, we'll play our national anthem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we have just a couple different him and his crew. A bunch of towards that 5 cast wins, qualifies your dog for the Tournament of Champions, and it's a $200,000 event. Biggest event in UKC history for payout. So hopefully the dog qualified and enter into that. That will happen in March, end of March of next year is when the regionals will be. It's set up much like the zones. And then the finals will be held on the last weekend of April for the dogs that advance from those regions. We do have more information back here behind me. We have the little, you guys have one for your, you might hang it up in your clubhouse, and if guys have questions about it, you'll have it all right there for them. Another thing that looks different this year, obviously, is one of our new sponsors and a partner with United Kennel Club. And we are thrilled about this 3-year partnership with Eukanuba. They are the official performance dog nutrition partner of United Kennel Club. So you're seeing them over here on the left-hand side as you walk down, and you'll also see them at other major UKC events like Autumn Oaks, World Championship, and other events as well. So this weekend, we'd like to encourage you to please stop by their booth and talk to them. Eukanuba is highly active in the hunting and sporting dog industry already, and so supporting all of you here this weekend is also very exciting for them. We want what's best for the longevity of this sport and all of our UKC licensed events. They believe in this hunting and outdoor life, and we hope you're proud to hear your corners as well. I encourage you to think about supporting the brands that support your interests, and that's how we'll keep this hunting strong into the future. At this time, I would like to introduce Miss Ashley Wright. She is the Assistant Brand Manager for Eukanuba. Please give her a warm welcome here for her.
Hi, I will keep this short and sweet, but on behalf of Eukanuba, we are so excited to be here and a part of this event and many more. We are just thrilled to be a part of the United Kennel Club and this community that's all about dogs that do more. So please stop by the booth and talk with our trained staff with pros, whether it's about nutrition or dog health. We are here for you guys. And tomorrow morning we'll be doing a breakfast at 8:30 out at the trailer, and then also for lunch tomorrow as well. So stop by, introduce yourself, learn a little bit more about us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much, Ashley. One of the things you guys see all these bags up here, every one of you hunters is gonna get a little snack bag take with you out there. I think it's a bottle of water, some other things to snack on, and that is on behalf of Eukanuba. They appreciate you all being here. So that said, I want to make some introductions. Trevor Wade up here, Trevor over here to my left, he is the Coonhound Programs Manager up at United Kennel Club. He's been there for about 6 months, and I can tell you he's really taken a big load off of me and helping with just specifically Coonhound stuff. He has been a huge asset to me, and he's a worker, and that's what I like. So you'll get to know Trevor a lot more. Yes, sir. Doing a great job as well. We have Sarah Bonema, who works in the hunting ops department. She was up there taking entries. She works in my department here behind me. At the registration booth, we have Armstrong, the Director of Registration and Customer Service. She would be happy to answer any questions you have about registrations or anything in that department. Alongside her is Kelly Wheatley, who is also the manager of the registration department. We also have Annie Hammond here, who is the director of media. Annie, where are you at? Over here. Annie's over here to the right, taking all kinds of photos, videos, and all kinds of stuff like that. Nicole Sedlecki is our director of major events. Where's Nicole? Over here to my left. And then we also have Tracy Chilson, who's doing our photos for us. So we appreciate everybody that is a part of our support staff. Also want to thank my hippie Newport, who's working out in the barns out here, taking care of all the dog guys out there, sitting out there in the cold today, but we appreciate him working those. Our officials for this weekend, Kunda from Indiana, he'll be working off the grounds here this weekend. Alan Culla from Minnesota, he will be at Winona. Benny out of Texas will be at the Master Hounds at Vardaman. And then we have our newest field rep out of South Carolina, Mr. Philip Foster, will be in Marianna, Arkansas. So appreciate you guys. Our guide coordinators for this weekend are Ronnie Stark. He's doing all the local guide stuff for here off the grounds, representing the Northwest Mississippi Coon Hunters, as well as the Enid Lake Coon Hunters Association. Philip Heron out of Marianna, Arkansas, representing the East Arkansas Coon Hunters. Darren Tedder out of Midway at Vardaman. I can tell you every year that we've been over here, Darren has just, when we call him to see how many non-hunting guides he might be able to have for us, he's always said, hey, tell me what you need. So we really appreciate everything the Vardaman Club does, and Darren there always comes through for us. David Pratt is the guide coordinator down at Winona, and same thing with them. That's a good club down there. So appreciate all of our club support in that regard. So tonight, when some of you guys are going to hunt out of some of these satellites, remember this: if you're going to a satellite, you need to check in as soon as you get to your satellite. By checking in, I mean go inside as soon as you get there, check in with your master hounds, let them know that you're there, and that way, as soon as a cast is all there, your whole cast, he'll call that cast, and you guys can be on your way. So it's very important you do that. Also know, at the satellite clubs, the Master of Hounds does have the authority to combine casts if need be. What I mean by that is, let's say we have two guys on a cast that don't show up at the satellite, we're not gonna send out just a 2-dog cast. What they're gonna do is they're gonna combine some casts to make them at minimum at least 3 dogs. Keep it as fair as we can for everybody hunting here, okay? So just know they have that authority to do that. We'll always ask you to stay with the cast. Then the very least that you can do is to make sure you note the right-hand side of your scorecard, how much time was used. Also note and initial that section of the scorecard. And judges, handlers that believe that they have to, if they don't, make sure you do that. And you can just put your initials on the side there if that happens. Please also remember, judges, it is your responsibility to make sure the card and your scores are accurate. And spectator, that is not, you can't decide on a finish judging your cast. You're only down to 1 cast member. You must go back and get another non-hunting judge assigned. Like I said, for anyone else not a roll of that without being authorized. Returning your scorecards. After your hunt is over, you must return your scorecard to where it originated as soon as you are finished. In other words, if you are at Winona, if you draw out to that satellite club, that's where you need to turn your scorecard in. Do not bring it here to the grounds. It won't be accepted here. Got to turn it in at that satellite. if you were to end up with of hounds, okay? If you do not agree with the Master Hound's decision, you do have the right to request a panel. If that is the case, you need to deposit the $10 panel fee, and then the panel will meet here on the grounds at 8 a.m. in the morning. If you have a question, if there is an appeal, you must be here at 8 a.m. Last couple of years, we've not had any. Hopefully you don't need to do that. I think our officials are as good as they come in making the right decisions, okay? Friday night hunt award. So tonight is one separate hunt. Tomorrow night will be another separate hunt. If you have score good enough to get in, tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock when the doors open, we will have the cutoff listed, I think, at the top of the stairs somewhere. Going to be posted at the top of be the cutoff. We won't have the scores of every dog. We will post the results on our website. We won't post any scores, but we'll just post the lowest score it takes to get in the top 10 in registered and the top 10 in champions, whether it's champions or grand knights. And if you meet that criteria, then you have your dog in hand down here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. We're going to do tonight's hunt awards. 9 o'clock right here. We'll have a cutoff up there. Reason we don't post the scores again on the website, and that's just to protect the overall integrity of everybody that's hunting tonight or tomorrow night for the overall score. Also, remember, if you're also eligible for a high scoring breed association awards, but you must be a member. So if you're not, need to sign up your membership with one of the associations around here, that breed that is relative to the dog you're hunting. So before I read the Master Hound list, I do want to go over one thing very quickly, and that is the night hunt rules. And I think it's worth taking just a little bit of time to do that. I know I want to get you out of here as soon as I can, but hopefully I can help maybe just a little bit. One thing Trevor and I did a couple months ago, we did go over all the new rules. We covered them in a video that is on YouTube. I think a lot of you guys have already seen that. If you haven't, just go to YouTube and click or search for United Kennel Club or one of our names, and it should pop up there. I think it'll help you. You've got a lot of good feedback from that, so hopefully that'll also answer some of your questions. So some of the new rules real quickly that change is a tree countdown. Tree countdown means that after, our tree countdown is that after any dog that is declared treed 2 minutes after the first dog was declared treed will be assigned 25 tree points. Okay, after 2 minutes, all you can get on tree is 25. If you tree before, if your dog gets treed or declare your dog treed before the 2 minutes, that 75 and 50 is still available. But after 2 minutes, all you get is 25. Any dog you treat after that. Also, another one that has come up quite a few times is, let's say you get into a tree, you have a dog that is treeing that is not declared treed. We all know that on one occasion, if it's a slick tree or off game, normally under the old rules you would have the next available position. In that case, it would have been under the old rules. It was if there was only 2 dogs on the tree, one dog at 125, your next available would have been 75. In this case, with the new rules with the countdown, obviously it's after 2 minutes already, that dog hasn't been declared treed, so you would assign 25 points for that dog. That is, but that's only on a slick tree. If it has a coon in it, you're going to get your strike points minus just like before. And if it's a circle tree, that dog's just going to get its strike points circled. Obviously on off game, in a night champion or grand nights, they're going to be scratched, so that doesn't really apply there. Next one, tree closes. It now closes at 3 minutes. The only difference there is it went from 5 minutes is now 3 minutes. Nothing else. That's simple. Along with that, stationary time though. Stationary time is still 5 minutes. That didn't change to 3. That is still 5 minutes, okay? Squalling at the tree. Remember, you couldn't squall there several years ago. We had to, for 7 minutes, couldn't squall, changed down to 2 minutes. Now there is no squalling rule. As soon as you've handled dogs, started shining time, you squall right away, okay? Simple one. We used to have a silent on track rule. We don't have that rule. That one went away. Another one that has went away is point values in the strike and tree column on the scorecard. I'm sure if I asked a bunch of you to raise your hands, you've been scratched for not having a point value on your scorecard when you brought it in. That is no longer the case. However, the officials can still scratch you if they cannot figure out the accurate scoring of your dog. So that means still at the end of the hunt, make sure you check your scores, it's right, and that they can figure out what your score is for sure. What it does, that rule just doesn't automatically scratch you. Babbling. There's one slight change in babbling. I feel like a lot of guys are getting far too deep in this whole babbling rule. Nothing changes there. One thing that changes is if there's a question about a dog babbling. In the case of, it now takes, if you don't have a majority to either minus for babbling, if it's a 2-2 vote, only in that time you would just delete it. Otherwise, it used to be if it was 2-2, you went with what the way the judge ruled on it. The only change is now is if there's a question and it's a 2-2 vote, you just delete those strike points instead of minusing or leaving as is. That's the only difference there. Leash lock. We now have a rule that you can basically cut loose anytime after a, okay? Where some guys are still confused is you still have the option to hang on to your dog, okay? When you have the option is when there's another dog declared treed in the cast. So if you take a dog out of here and move somewhere else, you can't all time going to each tree. When you get to a tree to score it, you have to put time back in. But other than that, the only time. And look on the back of your scorecard, we have a new section on it all about recasting. I think it explains it very well. You have a situation in the woods, the biggest thing you all fail to do, and that is to actually flip the scorecard around and actually read it. Do that. Read that section, and I think you'll hear options there. So the same thing is after declaring a dog struck after the scratching is the other one changed slightly. And the only thing that has changed for fighting is this. A dog can only get scratched for fighting if they are on leash during the hunt. Can't scratch them for fighting in the dog box or while you're walking them down the road or what have you. It must be while they're off leash. Or if they're at the tree handled or whatever, a dog gets in a little scrap at the tree and the dog's already handled, that dog that's on the leash cannot be scratched. If you have any question about a situation where you've got a dog tied up, remember one thing: if that dog is on the leash, it doesn't really matter what the situation is. So we can't help that. You guys can't help that. Some places are not, but there's a good chance some of you guys are going to get in the water. So we're hunters. Been there before. Sometimes we got to deal with stuff like that. So let's put our big boy on and do the best that we can. Hope you don't hit too deep, but be safe. Always remember that. Safety of everybody is the most important thing. Master Hounds checklist. Time deadline to return scorecards to the Master Hounds is going to be 4 a.m. local time. Official time right now is 4:10. Judges have been pre-selected by UKC for every cast and are noted on your scorecard. Cast members do not have the authority to assign a different judge to their cast. What I mean by that, if we've assigned you as the judge, you meet with your cast, say, hey, I don't want a judge. You hand it to somebody else. Don't do that. Take it to the Master Hounds or let one of us assign a different judge. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. We really appreciate the guys that do a good job with judging. Your honesty and integrity is obviously of great importance, knowing the rules as well. There's also some guys that we don't want to put the scorecard in their hands because of maybe their reputation, and that's for the betterment of everybody. Try to keep it fair. So don't say anybody. The judge shall be in charge of the cast, shall score all situations to the best of their ability. It is the responsibility of the judge to keep your cast together. Keep your cast together. Don't have them spread out 100 yards across the field. Keep them together means walking along with each other, okay? If you start spreading out like that, that's when bad stuff happens. Good judges all know that. Another thing is maintain a pace that is attainable by all handlers. And please stay to judge the whole. Please stay with it. For some reason, if you can't do that, ask the master hounds to assign themselves. If a question is in the woods, it must be asked immediately and voted on by handlers not satisfied with a cast. A question mark be placed on the scorecard, and then the cast would return to the master hounds for a ruling after your hunt is complete. If the question involves a dog being scratched from the hunt, only then should the question be brought back to the master hounds before the completion of your hunt. One point I want to make here, I see it happen all the time, is when there's a situation you don't agree with, you just want to ask to put a question on the scorecard. That is the second thing you do. First thing you do is ask for a cast vote. Hopefully with that cast vote, it'll resolve the situation. If you don't follow that procedure, don't ask for a cast vote first and the cast vote. And if somebody asks for a vote, you have no choice but to vote, period. No choice, okay? Got to do that. If you don't do that stuff, Master Hounds is not going to consider your question. The handheld of any tracking system linked to the dog's collar that is capable of shocking or toning may not be carried and used during the hunt. It must be left at the vehicle. The tracking feature of such systems may be used during a timeout only. So if you have a T15 collar on your dog, obviously that thing is capable of toning or shocking. You can't carry your handheld, you gotta leave it in the truck. You use a T5, something that can't shock or tone the dog, you can use it, you can carry your handheld. Again, to help protect the integrity of all scores, all cast members are encouraged to stay with their cast for the duration of their hunt. Good sportsmanship goes a long ways. Please police yourself and each other. In this day and age, we have so many things that seem to be working against us as hunters. And I remind you all to consider what we post on social media platforms, that we don't get caught up in adding fuel to the demise of the privilege to hunt and enjoy our hounds, okay? So at this time, I would like to wish you all good luck. Thank you again for your patience. And at this time, one last thing, I'm going to ask Mr. Benny Bowles to say a word of prayer.
If you would, please remove your caps. Father in heaven, we come before you, Father, and Father, we ask you to be with each and every one of us that are gathered here today. Father, we ask you for your protection upon the human life, our protection upon animals, Father. Father, I pray that good sportsmanship would be exhibited, Father, and then everything that we do would be glorifying you. Father, thank you for our military and what they do, and the privileges that they provide us with as Americans. Father, we thank you for your Son, Father, the price that he paid on the cross of Calvary. Father, I just ask you to be with us as we go through the night, return us safely. We'll give you all the praise and the glory for it, which in Jesus' name we ask it all. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Benny. All right, your first group is going to go to Mariana. Yep. I just need. Okay, that's fine. You got it up? Pull it up. All right, over here on this screen, if you guys don't mind, just kind of step back so we can open up the front here for everybody going to the satellite clubs. All right, they got some food at Mariana, right, Trevor? What do they got? They got some specials tonight, right? What do they got? Where's that at? Those of you going to Mariana, they got beans and cornbread, barbecue, and duck gumbo. We're from Kalamazoo, Michigan, so I'm not sure what duck gumbo is, but most of you guys probably do. Anything you can put in the pot? All right. You guys go into these satellites, you are going to get a map. It's going to have a contact on it. It's going to have a GPS address, a map on the back, directions on the front, along with the contact. I will when you get up here. There we go. All right, guys, you are hunting a registered dog. On this screen here, registered cast is going to be FR, means Friday registered. We need Friday registered cast 14, 16, 3, 34, and 35. Come on up. It's up here on the screen if you have any questions. It's Friday champion, FC. If it might say FN, if it says FN or FC, F should say FC, but it might say FN, Friday night champion. All righty, everybody got a ride up to Mariana. Anybody need a ride?
How many more of you need a ride?
Here going to Mariana, grab you one of these little snack packs right here on the floor. What number you got? 14. All right, guys, as soon as you got your map, if we get you to clear your work, make sure you grab you one of these bags from UKC. Alrighty guys, you got your maps, so I clear on out of here so we can open up for the next group. Alrighty guys, next group's gonna go to Vardaman. Registered cast, if you're hunting a registered cast, FR 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31, come on up. These are registered casts. FR 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Top row on this screen. You're hunting a champions cast, 19 or grand. Have FC or FN on your note. We need champions cast 38, 40, and 42. Come on up. Again, that was champion cast 38, 40, and 42. All right, they've also got dinner at Vardaman for you. Got an Irish stew in Mississippi. Okay, yeah.
Anybody need a ride? Somebody help these guys out.
Keep them up.
Right down there.
Four people need a ride. I need 4 volunteers. Can you ride? Grab hold of him. There's 1. All right, there's 2. I need.
Vardaman is going to be close to an hour and a half, too. It's going to be over an hour, about an hour and a half.
I got 3 that need a ride. You got it? I got 2 that need a ride.
Those of you who'd offer to give a ride, make sure you change phone or exchange phone numbers or something. Don't lose each other.
I got 2 people that need a ride. You take somebody, one of you needs a ride right here. You got them? Everybody get one? All right. They said they got it.
All right, guys, be up there at 8 o'clock, no later than 8. Make sure you check in with your official as soon as you get there. Good luck.
Don't follow the song.
Hey, fellas, grab you a bag here. Grab you a bag here on the floor.
Y'all get a hold of it.
Everybody got a map.
Anybody else?
All right, if you got your map, step on up. We'll get the next group going.
Winona, it ain't much closer. About 80 miles.
What's that?
It's a they go to Roman.
We'll check.
I told every one of them I don't know. Rex is going to be a player.
Yeah, we need There you go.
All right, next group is going to go to Winona. If you're hunting a registered cast, FR 17, 18, 21, 22, or 23, come on up. Registered cast 17, 18, 21, 22, and 23. Come on up. Champion cast going to Winona. 23, 24, 27, 29, 32, and 50. Those are champion casts, bottom row. Come on up.
How many of y'all need a ride?
I need to ride.
Hold your hands up. Keep them up. You got a ride? You need a ride? Okay. Keep your hand up. You got it? All right. You still need a ride.
Got one more?
I need about to go ride with him. I got one more that needs a ride. I got two that need a ride. All right, put that man right there. Somebody give this young man a ride. Give him a ride. That's
Appreciate
everybody.
y'all.
Thank you.
Guys, they have got a good dinner down there at the Winona Club, catfish dinner, so you might think about that before you stop at McDonald's on the way down there. Support that club. They're looking for you. Got a cafeteria style, all you can eat. Help yourselves.
Get there as soon as you can.
Need to be there. Yeah, get there as soon as you can. Be there no later than 8 o'clock. Check in with your master hounds as soon as you get there. Some of
That's registered.
Anybody else need a map? Why not? Map.
Who's 17?
You may get 2 or 3 of them.
Who's in 17? I am. You in 17?
All right, you guys, the rest of you guys, we really need to help. Is going to help if we get to back outside so we can open up, because we're going to use these posts at these tables, and it's going to help us tremendously. Sure appreciate it. The rest of you all are going to be hunting off the grounds here. Just step back, open it up if you don't care. Even more over there. Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, we are going to start with champion casts off the grounds. Need to come up here as soon as we call you. All right, these tables with the signs on or numbers on them. Number 1, 2 over here to my left, 3 and 4 over here to my right. It's going to help us a whole lot. So when I call you, I'm going to tell you what post you need to go to. Post number to go to. Help us move along real quick. All right, first group I'm going to call is all going to be champion cast. Champion cast number 2, go to post number 1. Champion cast 2 to post 1, please. Champion cast 3 to post number 2. Post number 2 for champion cast 3. Champion cast number 4, go to post number 3. Champion cast 3 or 4, go to number 3. Champion number 5, champion cast 5, go to post number 4. They're going to make sure you got everybody before they send you off. Make sure you grab a judge. There's pencils there on the scorecards. Make sure you got everybody. As soon as you got everybody, please step away so we can get the next group up. Champion cast 6, come on down. Come to post number 2. Champion 6, go to post 2. Champion 7, you're up next. Come on down. Champion 7. Did I hear a Michael Head you're looking for? Michael Head, are you here? They need you at post 1. Champion cast number 7, go to post number 4. Champion cast 8, you're up next. Come on down. Champion cast 8, go to post number 1 over here to my left. Post number 1 for champion 8. Champion 9, come on down. As soon as we open up a poster, we'll get you. Champion 9, go to post number 3. Champion cast 10, come on down. 10, go to post 4. Champion 10, go 4. Champion 11, go to number 2. Champion 11, go to number 2. Champion 12, come on down. Champion 12. And 13, you're going to be next. 12, champion 12, go to post number 3. Post number 3 for champion 12. Champion 13, come over here to post number 1. Post number 1 for 13. Champion cast 14, come on down to number 4. Post number 4 for champion cast 14. I'm going to fall off this thing. Champion cast 15, come on down. Champion 15. And then 16 are next. 18 to post 1. 6 come to post number